Hey guys, and welcome to the vlog. I meant to start kind of like the way I did my last one because I thought that would be fun to start that way, but I kind of just forgot and ate my breakfast. But I am leaving my house. I'm gonna go get some moving boxes, and no, I'm not moving. Today is what is known as spring cleanup day in the city that I live in, and so it's the one, well, not just the part of the city that I live in, because we're late this year, so all April people have been able to put ridiculous amount of garbage at the edge of their driveway, and you're not charged extra to have it be picked up by the garbage men. And so this is our weekend, so that garbage truck will come by tomorrow morning. But you put things out the couple of days before. In this case, we're just putting stuff out the day before so that people can come by and just take whatever they want, whatever is salvageable. So I'm gonna go get some moving boxes. I've got a ton of stuff. I got stuff that I want to donate to the Goodwill, but before I do that, I'm gonna put it out on the curb and see if somebody else wants to take it for free. And then whatever is not taken by the end of the night, then I'll put it in my car and bring it to the Goodwill tomorrow. Because as you guys know, I have been going through pretty much everything in my life, and we're almost done because it's also my parents doing it too. We just have our porch left to go through, our 3-season porch, and so we can actually maybe use our 3-season porch one day. So supposedly there are boxes left from St. Cloud. When we went through the garage, there were no boxes from St. Cloud. When we went through our storage downstairs, there was no boxes from St. Cloud, and I'm really hoping we find this phantom box from St. Cloud, because there are things from St. Cloud that I'm still missing, and I'd like to find them. So anyway, so I'm gonna head off to U-Haul and buy some moving boxes, and we're gonna get ready to donate some stuff to the curb and then to the Goodwill. So let's move. All right, so I got my moving boxes, which was kind of a difficult situation because I wasn't quite sure which door to go into, but I figured it out eventually. So now we're gonna head home and start working on the donations and the garbage that I have. And like the garbage I have is like legitimately just garbage. If it was salvageable, I'm trying to donate it. So anyway, let's head home, which I'm going the opposite direction that I need to be going to go home, but that's okay. Luckily I know how to get through Bloomington pretty easily, so we'll just take 86th home. And just as I'm about 100 yards from home, I realized, you know what, there's something that I need to check for Dad. And so we're gonna go and look at that first real quick. Yeah. So this is like the real problem with being such a morning person. So I wanted to go to Best Buy, and it is only 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and Best Buy doesn't open until 10. Kind of forgot, but now like if I go home, I'm gonna want to be home. Like I'm not gonna like get back in my car because I want to play The Sims at some point today. So I'm at PetSmart now. Well, I mean they're right next door to each other, but so what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is go into PetSmart because there are some things I could get right now. Like I keep forgetting I need to get food and water for the crickets. So every time I get crickets, I just kind of feed everything. Because I can't keep them alive right now. So I can go and do that, but I just don't know if I can like mess around in PetSmart for an hour, especially in this one, because this one's a little awkward for me. There's just an awkward situation. It's not the one I used to work at, so it's not that. It's there's a person here that mistakes me for somebody different all the time. So it just gets really weird and awkward. But I suppose I could at least go in there and get what I need. And then I don't know what to do. I suppose I could go look around REI. REI is right over there. I haven't gone to REI in a while, so maybe I could do that. I don't know. Just mess around until 10 o'clock in the morning when I can go into Best Buy. Or, alternatively, I could theoretically go to a different Best Buy. Like I could go out to Egan, go to that PetSmart, that's the one I used to work at, and then go to that Best Buy. Maybe that's what I'll do, because that'll kill some time. Because now it's 9:13. So maybe that's what I'll do. So I decided, instead of going to PetSmart in Eagan, I was going to go to the old Petco that I worked at, because there's more likelihood that I'll run into somebody that I actually know and get to talk to them for the next half an hour until the Best Buy here in Apple Valley opens. So let's just do that and hope that the people that the people here at the Apple Valley Petco know what they're talking about. And I might even check out this new Five Below. So when I worked here, the unit next to the Petco, which used to be a grocery store, was vacant. It was vacant for years. And finally they just rebuilt it, did some build outs, and now there's gonna be 3 new locations here, and one is just now open, it seems like. So Five Below is open, and I might go in there, check it out. It looks like it's ridiculously busy in there because it's the grand opening. But anyway, I'm gonna head into Mall Petco now. I mean, same. I feel the need to face. I feel the need to face. I feel the need to face. You can take the girl out of retail, but you cannot take retail out of the girl. Must face. So I left Petco, but now it's 9:53, so we're in good shape. I can head over there and be one of the first people in the door today, because that happens to me a lot. I tend to forget that Best Buy open until 10. It's so for morning people like me. Anyway, so 3 people that I worked with are there right now in my old Petco, but I didn't realize they switched their truck days to Friday. So nobody had time to talk to me because they were busy working on a truck. But as you guys can see, I had some fun rolling around. I did actually face a little bit, not those cans that you saw, but I did face when I picked up what I picked up. So how about a little quick Petco haul? Yeah, so I got cricket food, and I got gelled cricket water, because if you guys don't know, crickets are so stupid that they drown even in the smallest amount of water. So you have to feed them cubed water. So as you can see, it kind of looks like gel in there. That's what crickets need to drink. And then I decided to be nice to my cat and got her some dried catnip, because she hasn't had catnip in a really long time. And to above it all, because Petco doesn't actually care about the environment, they gave me a plastic bag. So I actually just decided to come back to the Richfield one. And the reason why I decided to come back to the Richfield Best Buy was because it is like literally right next door to corporate. So corporate is just like beyond those buildings right there. It is not even a half a mile away from corporate. So I decided to come back here because I just trust this one, which is weird because there was a time period where I didn't trust this one at all. But ever since the one in the Mall of America closed, this one has just been so much better. So I'm here. But it's so weird because when I first got here an hour ago, I left this parking lot literally an hour ago. It is 10:14. I left this parking lot literally an hour ago, and this parking lot was empty, and now it's like full. What is with that? I mean, I get that there's probably a lot of associates working, but like, it was empty, which when I pulled in, I was like, oh shit, right, because it doesn't open until then, whatever. Also, because you can kind of see it, wearing a Gomon shirt today. Dylan let me know there was a Gomon shirt, so I bought it. I shouldn't have, but I did, and I'm very happy that I have a Gomon shirt, because I'm so angry that I never can find anything Gomon. Anyway, so let's go inside Best Buy and do what needs to be done, and then I'm gonna go home, finally. Been out for more than an hour. It's a windy day in Minnesota. So I just got out of Best Buy, and what I went there for was kind of a bust, but I also was able to talk to somebody about I'm gonna start my car, about my phone, because those of you who are unaware, This phone is a piece of shoot. This phone has been really glitchy since I got it. Plus, I dropped it at one point and it has like a crack right across from here in the front-facing camera. So, I do want to get a new phone. I have 8 months left on it, but it's only $166 to pay it off. So, I'm going to think about it for a couple of days and probably pay it off because I want to. Anyway, I want a new phone. I want to get the S10. So, anyway, I'm going to head home. Though I did almost buy the complete series of Hey Arnold because it's like $40. And then I almost bought an electronic tea kettle because it was also $40. And both of them I walked away without having gotten them. Anyway, I'm going to go home. So, I'm using my dad's octopus tripod thing. But this used to be our hoarding room, but I mean, it's still kind of hoardy-ish. But we cleaned it out. You used to not be able to walk through this room at all. It's also where I used to do my videos. You can see the remnants of my blue wall right here. This used to be my studio right here in this corner until we ripped this wall behind me out to get to the laundry room because the entrance used to be right here. But that goes into my unit, and so we wanted to close my unit off completely again so that you couldn't get to, so you had to go through the laundry room to get to all of the utilities back here. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. So this down here, not my stereo, but all of this here is all my donation stuff in this corner, little corner area here, and then all of my trash is right there in the laundry room. And I'm sure everybody would be very happy to get my trash out of the laundry room. So look at that. You can see where the crack is right through my lens. So anyway, let's get started. Let's work. So these are my old PetSmart shirts that I've been hanging on to, mostly because they were really easy to do tank maintenance in because they're like this jersey fabric and they dry really quickly. So I used to do tank maintenance in these shirts, but I decided who gives a crap anymore. Oh man. If you want to hear why I hated working for PetSmart so much, let me know in the comments below and I'll do a wine story time about that in the future. This used to be where I kept my Pokemon cards. But I took the one my grandma had instead. Yes, my grandma collected Pokemon cards. She bought a ton for me and my cousins when we were young, and she would keep the ones that we didn't want, and then we could just kind of come in and trade them out whenever we wanted. But the backing went away, so I took the one that my grandmother had instead because this one just has seen better days. This box is filled with a lot of stuff. Stuff that I didn't think I'd ever get rid of. This was from graduation. I think this is the invitation to graduation. Yeah, I think this was like the... Actually, I don't know if this was the invitation to graduation, because it doesn't have a date on it. But this must have been the program? I don't know. So many stupid things. Here's the final part of the puzzle, the spring addition to my senior year of high school. I've kept this all these years for the Pequanian, which was what we called our yearbook, the Pequanian. And the only thing in here that is of any interest to me is the speech page, because that's the only thing I did during spring is the speech page. So I think I'll just tear out the speech page and keep that and throw the rest. I made this, and it's got a bunch of little game pieces inside to a game that I no longer have. It was a Yu-Gi-Oh game, but I don't really care about it anymore. This was when I got a mouse, so your first mouse, you know. Actually, I want to keep that. I didn't realize. I need to look at what that is. Colors, when I was thinking about coloring, painting my thing. My maid of honor speech for when Shayna got married, which oddly enough her anniversary is coming up. That was a karate book thing. What is this? I thought I went through all this stuff. Oh my gosh. This is probably from confirmation. Anyway, you know what? Why am I throwing away the 3-ring binder? I can throw away everything that's inside of it, but like, I certainly don't need to throw away the 3-ring binder. This is a nice 3-ring binder. I think I was just going through things very, very quickly and I was like, screw it. Demophobia. Fear of insanity. I was a very strange person in high school. Okay. Even 3-ring binder. Just a really random. Anyway. Back to montage. So this is something I made in high school. It's a mouse pad. Mouse pads are such a thing of the past. And then this, I don't know why I kept it, and I don't know why I stole it. This was my apron for Yankee Candle, and I took it. Don't know if I was supposed to, but I did. I actually don't know if I was supposed to take my PetSmart shirts either. So... there's actual garbage in here too. I will keep that in case I need some overflow. Gosh, this is not going to fit in there. I don't know if I bend it. So here's something that I would always do, because a lot of times things wouldn't actually fit. So I would just turn this over and then you'd have this white background. Because I'm clever. Okay. Not even gonna worry about what's going on in here. Actually, no, one quick thing in here. This is really funny. So, if you guys have ever heard of Dick's Last Resort, I've kept this cat for a very long time. Though I don't go to Dick's Last Resort anymore because it makes me sick. A lot of food makes me sick, so it's a wonder why I'm fat. But they make, this one was from Shayna's bachelorette party because, so Dick's Last Resort, the whole point of the restaurant is that the waiters and waitresses are just jerks to you. That's kind of the whole point. And they make you these paper hats. And well, we were getting our paper hats, and I didn't get a freaking paper hat, and so I complained that I didn't get a paper hat. And so he gave me a paper hat and said, I have my paper hat, my life is complete. I think that was his whole, like, point. I think that was what he was aiming for. So this was from confirmation. This was the bulletin from my confirmation. Actually, not the bulletin, I guess, just the names of the confirmands. Then this was from, so that would have been from like 2002, 2003. Then this is from my senior tea in 2005. And the only reason I've kept, actually no, this doesn't have this. This is just the invitation. I did keep the, like the program from that because I was emceeing with my friend Jake. And so I was pretty excited that I got to MC the senior tea. All right. And then just this last box, which I think I might just keep everything in. Because this box is already heavy enough. But this is pretty fun. This was not from my senior year of high school. I don't know why I've kept things from high school. I don't get it. I don't understand. But this was actually, this is from my freshman year of college. This is the FIRE yearbook. So FIRE is called First Year Residential Experience. And so this would be just a bunch of pictures of people, but I don't even fucking know. All right, time to move on to the donations. So we got the, there we go. I know how to close a box without tape, it's fine. Okay, so now into the donations, because we got through all the trash. So let's move on to the donations. So I have 2 boxes for my donations. I couldn't find my tape, so we're just gonna hope that it doesn't bottom out. So I've got clothes, I've got these shoes. So I've got 2 pairs of shoes that I'm donating. I don't wear open toe anymore, and I don't wear high heels anymore, so. Need both shoes. This dress I actually bought from a store that my friend Nikki actually used to work at when we were in high school, and it's still in pretty good condition. Not great, but pretty good condition. But it's just, number one, I don't wear dresses, and number two, it's definitely just not my style anymore. Can't remember, was she from Thailand? I think so, something like that. Got a few frames here that I got clearance when I worked at PetSmart. Never used them, so I prefer black frames. Clothes. Here's another thing that I don't know if I was supposed to bring back, but this was my graduation gown from high school. Why do I have it? I don't know where this ribbon came from, so I'm just gonna keep that back here. Then this is a pretty good hood still, so somebody will be able to use that if they buy some reptiles. I don't need one of those kinds of hoods. And then I've actually found this, and I thought I was going to use it in my bathroom, but it doesn't fit where I want to put it. So that's what I got, 2 of these boxes. Okay. Then here we just got a bunch of DVDs. Let's go. A little Pikachu. These are my shin pads from karate. I've decided that I'm just going to start over. You know what? Actually, with my karate stuff, I'm going to put those all in a different box. But I decided I'm going to start over with all new gear with karate. Actually, that was supposed to go to my nieces. And then here is a bunch of Pokemon cards. I think there's even some Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here, and Digimon cards, and Star Wars cards, and Yu Yu Hakusho cards. So I'm going to put those at the top. So hopefully somebody will just see them and be like, cool, I'm going to take all of these cards. I got this one as a real estate agent. And there is literally no use for it in my life anymore. Montage time. So this is a fun one. This I actually got from my friend Shayna, who you've seen on my channel before, but they sent me a second one. And so when I let them know that they had sent me a second one, they were like, oh, that's okay. We're sorry we sent you another one. Go ahead and keep that one. So I'm going to donate it. This is actually my dad's. I probably shouldn't donate it. Okay, that's probably good for this box. And we're actually nearly done. So that's exciting. Why do they put boxes like this now? I just don't get it. Okay. So we got that one done. Next one. And that should be the end of it, and I can drag all this stuff out. I'm gonna go see if I can find my dad's two-wheeler, because this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be like a bunch of trips. Okay, so here's all my karate stuff. All my different gis that I have had over the years, except for the very first Black Belt Club one. I wish I could find my very first one ever. Just because I'd like to get that one framed as well. I just don't know where that one would be. So hopefully one day I find it. This, okay, funny story. So this is my mask. So I've been, I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing here. Okay. Anyway, so this is my mask. I have had this same helmet since I was 10 years old, when I first started sparring. The only thing was, when I came back to the school that I was a part of, I had to get an actual mask to cover my face, so that if there were any face shots, that I wouldn't get too injured, because the form that we do, so it's not like MMA where you just like do whatever you want, like hurt people. There's definitely sportsmanship involved, but it's more about getting points than knocking people out. So, but I've worn this same helmet, which is not like, it's not like a helmet, it's just padding. But since I was 10 years old, what I'm gonna do is add this. But I don't know why, it still fits me. Not super comfortably, but it does still fit me, and I wore it when I fought in my 20s, so. like I said, starting over. I've also had this one since I was 10 years old. This is the chest plate. Shin pads, another gi, pants to another gi, pants to another gi, another gi. I've also belonged to a couple of different karate schools, so that's part of this as well, with all the different gis that I've had, but I also grew while I was in karate. Plus, I was losing a lot of weight since I got back into it and stuff. But so here's the arm, or the hand pad. It's super movable and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so that's all my karate stuff. I think that's everything. And this box is still just too heavy, so I just need to pull some stuff out of it. The other fun thing was, so I got this specifically, like I started getting one of the subscription boxes because they said that there was gonna be something really cool with Doctor Who in one of them, and it ended up just being a the shower curtain. But I don't have a shower that has shower curtains, so, and not of that, but like, I'm into interior design in a sense that I wouldn't use it anyway. So, and if you do, that's cool, just not my style. I keep my geeky stuff. I try to keep my geeky stuff a little bit more like discreet, I guess, if that makes sense. Anyway. Yeah, how's that? Well, that's feeling much better. All right, I think I'm done. Now I just gotta drag it all upstairs and then to the curb. I might just go through my unit and then go up the hill because that's probably gonna be easier. So I need to go and find my dad's two-wheeler. This is gonna be interesting, but let's see, because then I've got how many boxes of donations? 3 boxes of donations. And hopefully all of the donations get taken. I hope somebody just is like, I'm just gonna take all of it. That'd be great. But other than that, otherwise I'll just go to the Goodwill tomorrow. So, all right, let's get it all out there. So I got them all out here in 3 trips, so that's pretty great. I had actually changed my mind about one set of things, and that was my Power Ranger VHSs. I decided to keep them, so they're back in my apartment now, just because they bring me so much joy, and I kind of felt weird about getting rid of them to begin with, but that's fine. I'm gonna make like a shadow box with them in it, because they were just a big part of my past and part of my current life too, I guess. So, but yeah, even though I don't have a VCR, I'm gonna keep them for now until I really feel like it's time to get rid of them. So here they are, my Power Ranger VHSs. I have Dave the Dumpster, which is the very first episode. I have 2 what looks like Wannabe Ranger, but it's actually just one Wannabe Ranger and the other one is Goldar's vice versa. I got Putty in the Brain, and then the 5 episodes of the Green Ranger miniseries. Though part 2 looks a little different, because I got it from a different kind of set. But yeah, I want to keep them, I decided. So I think that's where I'm going to end the vlog today. I think that's probably long enough. And I'm basically just going to play The Sims now. And plan for future videos. There's a couple videos I need to film coming up in May. But I need to plan them out because they're kind of film criticism type videos. So I want to plan those out and get those to be like really well thought out and scripted so that I'm hitting all the points that I make sure I want to hit with them. So look forward to that on my main channel. And I will see you guys all again soon for a weekly existence of me in your life. Subscribe to my main channel if you want more of a daily commentary on my life. Follow me mostly on Twitter. That's where I post most of the time. Otherwise I got Instagram and a Facebook page as well. So go hang out with me on those social media platforms, and I will see you guys all again soon. So here's a fun outro for you. Turns out cleanup isn't until next weekend for my part of town. So I just drug everything back into the garage. So all the way back into my apartment / our back room. It is all just in the garage now.